Got a few clutch goals on that occasion, and again looking to get a goal here to get his team back in front. Fox now from about 45, coming in, nice kick, low darting kick, just another miss. So a few misses for both teams in this game as they both hit that 1 goal 5 margin, both 11 points. So we do have a draw in our hands. Good arm wrestle early, but the goal kicking has been a bit wayward from both teams, to be fair. Teacher Gully going out to 0-5 before getting their first goal. Teacher Gully towards the wing. Penny's there. Couldn't take the mark, so punched over for a boundary throw in on the wing. Right in front of all the supporters and all the cars there, you see, good feature of local league footy is seeing all those cars and people sitting in their cars on a cold day watching the footy. Nothing better to do. Back live on the Filming Footy YouTube channel now, so if you're just joining us on there, thanks for watching. A bit of a delay to the stream, but it's all being recorded, so you can come and watch the first quarter if you want. But it is a draw, so you haven't missed too much in terms of a result either way, so a good place to start the YouTube stream. So welcome, I'm Jad Gosson, and here at the Adelaide Footy League match, Div 1 match, round 10, Teacher Gully vs Sacred Heart at Pertaringa Oval. We're underway on a very good game so far. Nice arm wrestle as they do go forward now. Teacher Gully looking for a mark out the back by himself. A lot of players free in that defence, went over the top of all the big pack, and Latham was there to take them off. Latham now lining up for goal, lining up for his first. 19 goals equals second on the Adelaide Footy League goal kicking list. So West on top, Latham in equal second, and Martin equal fifth. So a lot of good goal kickers in this team, but not on this occasion and not today. They do have a lot of big goal kickers, but they are missing a lot today. 1-6 now. Last time these two played in round 1 this season, they did kick 4-11, so definitely on track to do similar. Is Teacher Gully, unfortunately for them, but hopefully they can turn it around so that way they do not suffer the same fate as losing to Sacred Heart by 22 points on that occasion at Sacred Heart's home ground. Once again, a few technical difficulties, but we are back live on Filming Footy for Adelaide Footy League. Thanks to sponsors Dartfish for bringing the stream, and a very interesting game, like I mentioned in my hands. Good arm wrestle early. Good game to begin with. Perfect weather for footy. Noble taking out the ruck situation. Going to be a free kick for him. Very good battle early between him and Blake Penny. A few options for him, calling for him up the field. He goes there.
Get to his feet! Get to his feet!
Big second man up from Teacher Gully with a punch, but the punch doesn't go far. It's just a very congested play, but they do well to find a kick towards the 50-metre line, but nicely taken was Mackay, who takes the defensive mark. McDermott with that inside 50, just intercepted by Mackay. Over the top, outside the 50 now, nearly takes the mark, but doesn't, was Smith. Tackled nicely, but done well to get his hands free for the handball. And now the running player gets the kick away, just to the right. Another big kick from about 50 metres. That one does go a little bit right, but can't blame him. That was a tough kick compared to some of the others that both teams have missed. And now straight through the guts is Teacher Gully, over the top of everyone. West doesn't mark it, so it's going to be, it looks like a repeat inside 50 for Sacred Heart, who handball it wide to get inside 50, and there's the mark inside 50 by McAuliffe. Henry McAuliffe now handballs it to the running player, who has a shot from 50. Over the top of everyone, just on the last line defence, trying to take the mark. The ball's still alive, in the pocket now. Olsen there, running out of defence, takes a bounce, looking up the field. Kicks it straight to Sacred Heart, who looked to play on fast. Could have taken his time, but probably smart not to. Trying to catch the defence off guard. The defence is there, play on, touched. And Penny with the kick away Over the top, nice mark. Not paid, so it's going to be boundary throw-in. That would have been one of the marks of the week for sure. Thanks to Bianco for that one, but just wasn't paid, and it's a very good game of footy on our hands here. Both teams fighting to the last inch to try and get the ball forward. Another stoppage now. Looking to get the ball away. Over the top was Hyde towards Martin, but there's a few players there looking for the inside 50, running inside 50, thinking about having a shot, instead handballing it off to McDermott, and now they're wrapped up. The pressure comes, and two people tackling one. Nicely done there. The pressure has been immense, and it's going to be another stoppage now, straight in front of the goals for Sacred Heart, about 25 metres out, straight in front. The ball goes wide, and again another stoppage going to be happening. Very, very similar, if not the same position. The quick snap away right in the air. Going to take a bounce before it goes in. Dribbles through for a behind. So with that behind extending, getting back the draw to 12 points each. The quick kick out from Teacher Gully is risky. Turned over immediately, but Teacher Gully find a way to get in their hands, and a long kick. 2-on-1 on West, probably a good idea compared to how the form he's in. And now to the pocket. Beautifully marked. Beautifully set up behind the ball was Sacred. 2-on-1 on West. Gets the ball down to one of their good crummers, who gets the ball into the pocket and straight to Christian Parkuro. Very good goal kicker. Hasn't played every single game this year, but last time they played did kick 2 goals, so definitely knows how to find the goals against Teacher Gully. Comes in a little bit to the left, but through the middle, through the 2 big sticks, which is the main thing, and that is a goal for him. After all the play inside their 50 metres for the last 5 minutes, they finally get rewarded with a goal, getting that 2 goal, their second goal, and a 6-point lead. Tristan Kakuro with that one there. Back in the middle. The tap gone to Noble, but it is White from Teacher Gully who gets the clearance. Over the top, looking to go forward now into the 50, Teacher Gully, but nicely read and well intercepted by Dewhurst. Dewhurst to Noble, beautiful mark. Looking up the field, through the middle. Through the middle kick, always risky, but done well. Just couldn't get to his teammate. With a big handball backwards, Teacher Gully to Penny. Penny towards the wing. Looking for a mark, but Noble's there again behind the play. Both the ruckmen going behind the ball when needed after their ruck work is done. It's good to see, helping out their team in defence. Carlotto with the mark on the wing. Carlotto now through the middle of the ground. Over the top. Good running there by Kakuro. Usually one of the deeper forwards. Ran a long way up the field to get that mark, help out his team. And now inside the 50 with the one hand, no mark. It's going to be a free kick for hanging on. Yep. Got one hand up, the other hand impeded by the defender, so it was a free kick. It's going to be a shot at goal here for Jackson Fox. Missing earlier Fox, but I did mention 11 goals so far this season. As well as I believe 4 goals last time I watched him, but Fox coming in now, looking to get his first for today. Celebrated right off the boot, was happy with it immediately. That is a goal for Jackson Fox, and it extends the lead to 2 goals for Sacred Heart. Taking control a little bit in the match with a lot of the game in their forward half, but as well as on the scoreboard now, which is the most important thing. 1 goal, 6, 12 plays, 3, 7, 25 on the Sporter scoreboard. And thanks to Dartfish for being the main sponsor of today's stream. Olsen through the middle to White, but smothered. So nicely smothered by the midfield of Sacred Heart, who get turned over the ball and go forward in their own respect. Over the top of everyone, the ball dribbles. Sometimes you need a lucky bounce, but Henry McAuliffe doesn't make any mistake with that kick. Straight through the middle is McAuliffe for his first of the game. Their top goal scorer, equaling now Carlotta on 17, as they both have 1 goal each in this match. But very nicely played. They bounced through all the defence, over the top of everyone. McAuliffe using his speed to get on the end of it. And that's 2 goals in 30 seconds for Sacred Heart. Well played by them, and really was one in the middle of the ground with a big smothers from the midfield, which made the turnover and made the quick inside 50, catching the defence off guard. Carlotta now in the Hartshorn now in the ruck, so Penny wins that one, unfortunately for them, but they do go forward. Teacher Gully into the 50, nicely rebounded though by Sacred Heart, who get the quick away through the middle of the ground towards Lorb. Lorb tries to switch, hard running again by Kakura. The running player was there but quickly blocked off, so he's going to have to change direction. Does well, quick thinking and quick decision making, always handy attribute of footy, and he does that. Goes wide instead, switches the play, looking for a mark now. Big fly. Hartshorn, who was starting the ruck, drifted forward, and very nice mark by him. Very nice play by Sacred Heart once again. They're coming towards us on this close wing to the change rooms here. Got blocked off. Switched direction, used the other wing instead, and because of that found a player free inside the forward 50. Hartshorn lining up from about 35 metres out, not too much of an angle, coming in now. Nice kick again, celebrates right off the boot because he knew where he was going, straight over the umpire's head, and that's another goal for Sacred Heart. They've dominated this second quarter, kicking 4 goals to nothing so far.
Impact player.
As he comes off for a rest with Hartshorn, but he's done his job. He kicked a beautiful goal and a much reserved rest for him, as 4 goals to 0 quarter sees Sacred Heart extend their lead and take control of this one. They want to respond to Gully. They want to get a goal back. The next goal is going to be crucial for them to get, just to stem the bleeding a little bit and get back their momentum, get back their confidence. But so far, they're looking to do that through Olsen, who gets a big inside 50. Over the top of everyone, but collected nicely, looking to get the kick away. Couldn't get the kick away in time, and the pressure again from the defence, just to put the pressure on, put the tackles on. Quick kick from Olsen goes wide, could be now in the forward is. So that's how big the pressure was. He didn't have any time to think about it, any time to settle, just to snap as big as he can, goes wide, very wide in fact for an now in the full. In the back pocket now, Sacred Heart. Progressing it out of defence with a bounce. Goes forward, but nearly taking the mark. Teacher Gully, no mark, so that's important for them as they look to go forward. Sacred Heart once again. Stole it nicely, a bit of a basketball steal there. Just stuck his hand out, pushed it out the other player's hand as we have a stoppage. The pressure from Sacred Heart has been unreal with their tackling, their turnovers because of the tackling, causing goals, causing inside 50s, which is the key to winning matches. As they go inside 50 again, over the top. Nice running, just couldn't take the mark, but the play's still alive. The ball bobbling around, just trying to get the ball out of there, tapped away. Looking for the snap, around the body is McDermott. Can they get a mark? Big fly! Big mark! Huge specky over the top. A beautiful mark there by Kai Lotto as they go up to have a shot at goal. That will definitely be in for the mark of the week, I assume, with a very big mark there. But very nicely done by Carlotto, the player coach, of course. Flying high, huge grab as lining up for goal. Can he make the most of that mark with a goal? Usually a pretty good kick. This time just to the right. Teacher Gully with a bit of a let off there after 4 goals in a row. They had a chance to concede a 5th, but just missing was Carlotta after a spectacular mark. Over the top of everyone with that kick, into the pocket, trying to clear it is Teacher Gully, just a rush kick, so it's turned over. Having a shot of their own now was Rankin into the pocket, but Teacher Gully mark it. They play on quickly. No time to waste for them as they go over the top to Tape. Nice mark by him as they look to progress forward to the wing. Smothered off the boot, touched. So not going to be paid a mark as they quickly get wrapped up for a stoppage. Looking to get it forward now is Shock. Push, bit of a one-on-one situation, no mark. Now it goes wide towards Kakura, I think, so it's going to be over the top. That was Rankin, sorry, into the forward 50. Another mark now. Now it's Kakura this time, into the pocket. Marks it nicely, plays on quick, handballs it wide, looking for the kick away. Does score nearly. Does score in the end. A bit of a consultation there by the umpires. Nearly messed that one up. They marked it in the pocket, but he handballed it to a player that he thought was in a bit of danger. Handballed it again, and then nearly got wrapped up, but just kicked it through. So probably a deserved goal in terms of that attacking play, but nearly messed it up. But it is another goal for Sacred Heart. Not exactly sure who the player was, but nice mark, a nice goal nonetheless, and another goal, 5th goal of the quarter. Five goals in the second quarter to 0 as Shock definitely go ahead with this one and show their dominance, show why they're second on the ladder with a 7-2 record, 55% percentage as well. Mackay wrapped up, just got the handball away in time as they find a little bit of room through Rankin. No mark taken, so it's going to be coming the other way now. One-on-one down the line, nicely taken mark. Bailey Hume. Haven't called his name much today, but very nicely taken mark on that occasion. Deep inside the 50. Big fly by Noble, just couldn't get his mark on it. Would have been a huge mark, but instead his teammates are there to help him get it out of the danger zone. Touch play on, no mark taken. It's going to be wrapped up on the wing. Noble running from defence, help out in the ruck. Olsen trying to get the ball away, but wrapped up. It's going to be a high tackle for Sacred Heart this time. They go straight through the middle. Takes a beautiful mark, spins around quickly. Plays on into the forward line with Fox. Over the top. One hand up. Carlotto couldn't take Mark Kakuro trying to get out of danger with his quick feet. Holding the ball on that occasion. I think he almost dropped it without much pressure on him, but the umpire saw him drop the ball without handballing it. So it's going to be Teacher Gully with a relieving free kick. High kick towards Penny, but nicely done there by Brandon Smith. Not very often Penny gets out muscled like that, but Smith used his body, used his footy smarts well, takes the intercept mark and repeat inside 50 now for Sacred Heart, long into the 50. No mark, but nicely run onto it. Nicely kicked the goal. McDermott with that one, running onto it. And McDermott, over the top of the big boys, found a little bit of room, collected it nicely and finished without any issue. Sixth goal this quarter for Sacred Heart, really putting on a dominant display now. 6 goals to 0, might I add. So very much a big second quarter. They always say the premiership quarter is the third quarter, but Sacred Heart potentially finishing on this match in the first one, in the second quarter, one before the third. Wanting the high there was the Teacher Gully crowd not given play on. And it's going to be the umpire will fold it up just to the left of the 50 metre of the centre square. Teacher Gully's way. Penny to Olsen. Wrapped up again, so exact same spot, same situation. 1 goal, 6, 12 plays, 7 goals, 8, 51. 6 goals in this second quarter to nothing has really extended this lead out very, very quickly. The kick away, just to no one in particular, punched over by Teacher Gully. They get a stoppage to Sacred Heart. Right in front of the Teacher Gully bench as they look to... As Teacher Gully look to go forward to try and get their first goal of the quarter.
Kick, Nobby, kick!
Noble does well to get the clearance straight from the ruck. He's been good. Nice mark by Martin to relieve the pressure a bit now to go forward in their own respect. Not too much movement in front of him. Ends up going wide. They got the numbers. No mark, however. Done well by Smith to get his hands to it. And a big tackle means going to be another stoppage. Holding the ball, actually. Didn't think he had too much prior, but the umpire did, so the Teacher Gully will go forward in their own respect. And there's the siren, so just before Teacher Gully go forward, they haven't been forward much at all. That inside 50 on that occasion, didn't have time to complete it as the siren goes. 1, 6, 12 plays 7, 8, 51. 6 goals to nothing, second quarter, and a big dominant display by Shock to really extend their lead, show why they're second on the ladder, and really push out this margin to a big margin, which is going to be very hard for Teacher Gully to come back from. But there is time, and anything can happen. If Shock can get 6 goals in one quarter, why can't Teacher Gully? We saw it was very close and interesting match early on. Now it's blown up a little bit, but still time for anything to happen. We'll come back in the second half with the rest of the Footy League right here on Filming Footy. Thanks to Dartfish, and thanks to all our sponsors once again after these messages.
it connecting properly. So Leandro had the Rami put and manual put. Oh wow.
There's one. Oh. I got my own bottle.
2-hand ball drop. No, you can't. I can't bend it. I need him up. Oh, dude.
My ear.
Why we're doing it.
But it's like over 15 degrees. Please not.
Getting out now. First team's out.
Let me know when you want to. Let me know, Jed. Yeah. Let me know when you start.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Hang on. Yep.
Welcome back to the second half action here in the Adelaide Footy League. Teacher Gully versus Sacred Heart. A very interesting game so far. The first quarter was very even. We had a draw early in the second quarter, if you believe it, but now out to a 39-point lead. 2 shock. 1-6-12 plays 7-8-51. A 6-goal second quarter to nothing has extended that lead to that 39 points, which you see now. Really dominant display, many inside 50s, and when they went inside 50, the main thing is they made the most of it, because in the first quarter and the start of the second, both teams missing a lot, but this shock team found a way to get it through the big sticks. As we're underway for third quarter action here, Noble with the tap out, free kick for the midfielder there in Moore. Moore with the quick inside 50 over the top. In front, Hazelhurst couldn't take the mark as they look to get it out of there. It's going to be a stoppage. Tapped wide by Teacher Gully, but in advantage of shock nearly, so in the end there'll be another stoppage. That tap from Teacher Gully player went very wide in front of the Sacred Heart attacker, nearly got on the end of it. The pressure from Sacred Heart being good, and that's a nice tackle there. Going to be holding the ball, a little bit of a dangerous tackle, but holding the ball on the way to Teacher Gully as they look to progress now. They really need the first one here. Finding Olsen and an extra 25 for hanging on. They really need the first goal here, as the 6 goals in a row from Sacred Heart has extended lead to a big margin, but they need to get the first one just to get some confidence, get some momentum back on their way. Broden now with the ball about 60 metres from goal, going to need an extra kick forward. The kick comes now towards West, big fly, nice mark, good lead and good mark by West. West, the top goal kicker of the Adelaide Footy League. He's missed 2, I believe, in this game, so can't extend his lead out front. But 22 goals this season from 9 games is a good effort, and really looking to add to it here. He's usually a very good kicker of the ball in terms of the way he strikes it. Really puts a lot of power, but usually pretty accurate, except for today. He's going to kick it from about 35, maybe a bit closer than that, 30. Last time he kicked it with a long way left on the mark. He does the same here again, and goes wide again, missing everything, staying in fact, so it's going to be still alive in the pocket. Dribbling around now, goes eventually out for about a throw-in, but West with that kick, his hands in his head, his head in his hands I should say, the other way around, as he kicked that one very badly. Again, the same thing as last time, had about 15-20 metres, probably about 15 metres more he could have ran to get the kick from a closer distance, but backed himself and a bit too confident maybe as he missed again. Deville now in the pocket, dribbling around. Big tackle from Teacher Gully. It's going to be a stoppage. Deep inside their forward 50, about 15 metres from their goal. They're going to want their quick players, Latham, Olsen potentially, a few others like that, to come in and find a quick snap. The ball goes wide. Latham's there. He does have the shot. Hits the out of the full post. So another out in the full. 2 shots a goal for Teacher Gully and no score. So both behind, out in the full. They're going to want to get the next goal. Very important they do so. Latham again is going to be handy here. But now West trying to barge his way through. Started in the ruck. Got possession of it. Tried to take on a few tackles. In the end wrapped up again. So a few repeat stoppages now deep inside their forward line. Out the back to Robinson. Just couldn't collect it cleanly. And Sacred Heart will take advantage of that with their kick out of defence. Takes a bounce out, so it's going to be a last possession rule to Teacher Gully to get an inside 50, to get a repeat inside 50. Damon Pitt with the ball. Pitt with a big kick. Big fly, no mark. Olsen's there, collects it, goes backwards to go forwards towards Hazelhurst, does a 1-2 with Olsen, handballs it towards Penny's direction, but he can't get it. The supporters there now for Sacred Heart to jump on top of it. It's going to be umpire will bowl it up just outside the 50 metres. Tapped to himself nearly was Penny, just tapped it in the air. Noble does well to take advantage of it. Handballs nicely at Moore, trying to get out of there. Olsen with a quick kick forward. Punched over the back from Gluhas. Darcy Gluhas is there again. Again keeping the ball alive, spinning out of trouble nicely, getting out of there with a kick, but tackled as he kicks it, so it's going to be inside 50 towards Cansdale, but no mark taken. Still in the pocket for Teacher Gully. Latham gets wrapped up nicely. And once again another stoppage. So a few stoppages here in the early start of the third quarter. A lot of them in the half or even the 50 of Teacher Gully, but haven't been able to make the most of it yet. Tap towards the pocket now, looking for a quick snap away. The ball bobbling around. No one can really take full control of it as they look to try and find a little bit of room for a snap or a clearance. Sacred Heart eventually with some quick hands do find a little bit of room, but wrapped up again. Holding the ball. Didn't have too much prior there, but maybe he took on the tackler, so he got pinged holding the ball. It's going to be a kick now from Teacher Gully and from Cansdale, right in the pocket. About 25 metres out, 30 metres out from goal, right on the boundary line for Cansdale to come in. William Cansdale, very handy player for this Teacher Gully team. Always does well in terms of they're one of their best players, so he's going to line up now for a much needed goal. Can he get it? Coming in now. Across the face, still alive, right in the goal square, trying to punch it over for a rush behind. Smart play there, and it is a rush behind to Sacred Heart, or from Sacred Heart for Teacher Gully's first score of this quarter, which is behind, despite having 3 shots now. The quick kick from Sacred Heart turned over though, so it's going to be another inside 50, but sat nicely and read the play well was Smith. Towards Noble now, big fly, good mark by Hartshorn. Got poked in the eye a little bit, so just hands it off to his teammate as he sorts that out. Goes long down the wing. Nice mark taken, play on, touch. Spins around out of trouble with Fox, who goes long to a 2-on-1. Nearly the one wins. Gonna get caught high. Free kick to Gully now for White. White uses the wings. Goes through the middle. Finds Hume. Hume inside the 50 now. West. West is there, but in front of him is Tape. Just couldn't take the mark, was Tape. The kick out. Towards Carlotto. Carlotto just over his head. Now the ball bobbling around on the wing. Looking for a big tackle. A stoppage again, so just on the wing now. Right in front of the Teacher Gully fans here on a beautiful football day. Round 10 Adelaide Footy League action. Olsen using his pace to get away from the pack. Kicks it long inside the 50 towards West. West with a nice mark. Just in front of his defender. And an extra 25 metre penalty. West hasn't had his kicking boots on, so he'll want to make the most of this one to try and get a goal here. Last 2 times he's kicked it from about 15 metres in front of the player on the mark, so he's not using the distance he needs. With the extra 25, we'll see if he does this time. Straight in front of goal. Lining up is West. And once again, not on target. Very unusual by him, but it is another behind for him, another behind for Teacher Gully. I've said it a few times, but he is first in the Adelaide Footy League for goals. 22 goals in 9 games, but definitely on today. He doesn't have his kick boots on. I think that's 3 behinds and down the full off the top of my head. So not the best from him and not the best for Teacher Gully, who really need him to start getting the goals for them to have any chance of coming back. Third quarter action here, thanks to Dartfish, as Sacred Heart go from coast to coast, over the top of everyone. Just got his hand to it, so the defender can't stop the goal. He stopped the mark but couldn't stop the goal. Very nicely done there. And a coast-to-coast goal from the kick-in all the way to scoring a goal themselves. I believe it might have been Fox with that goal, but nicely played by Sacred Heart. A good team goal from one end to the other. And really making the most of this Teacher Gully mistakes and the misses they get. And even when Teacher Gully get a hand to it, don't let them mark it. Still playing on, still finding a way round and still finding the goals.
Oh.
Now Sacred Heart trying to get it forward again. Teacher Gully probably had most to play in their forward half this quarter, but they're still on the receiving end of a goal where Teacher Gully haven't scored themselves yet. Teacher Gully again go forward. Free kick down the line, I believe. So West again has another chance now. Getting a free kick, I believe, about 30 metres straight in front. He's had a few shots right from this position, not been able to kick it. Spence goes up to him, just gives him a bit of a word, tells him to calm down, tells him it's gonna just to go through and have confidence in himself. Very interesting kick, this one, in the context of this match. This time to the left, so really does not have his kicking boots on today. Missed most of them to the right, including an out and full, but this time to the left, so just adjusted a little bit too much to the left. Straight in front, usually very reliable kicker of goal. Haven't seen him play like this before. I've watched Teacher Gully a few times this season and he's always been dominant and an accurate kick, but just not his day today. And it does happen, and sometimes you just need a goal to occur any way possible. Just gifted it at 25 straight in front or out the back, just getting an open goal just to get your confidence up, to get your kicking boots on. But at the moment it's not helping his team. 1 goal, 9 Teacher Gully, 15 for this match. A lot of misses for them, and a few out in the falls as well, so really not assisting them to get the victory. As Sacred Heart, when they do go forward, this quarter hasn't been much, but when they do, they've made the most of it. They're into the 50 again. They've got numbers, a lot of room for a shot, a lot of room for a goal. And that's a second goal for Tom McDermott, number 7 there. Teacher Gully once again missing on one end. Goal from a coast-to-coast situation, from one end of the ground to the other. Had so much room to get the ball. Had no real pressure on him. Settled, kicked it over the last line of defence, and it's another goal for Sacred Heart. Really putting on a display here, showing why they're second on ladder. Really putting their case to be safely in that second spot, which they currently are. So just keep pushing in that right direction for them. Three behinds and 2 on the falls this quarter for Teacher Gully is not good, as Sacred Heart looked to go again through Kerish. Just couldn't take the mark, just too much wide of him was Carlotto, but the play's still alive. Now Hyde looking to go through Penny. Back to Hyde into the west direction. Just couldn't take the mark this time, as the kick does well from Broome. Beautiful kick right through the middle of the ground. Finds McDermott. McDermott over the top to Carlotto. Spins it around now, looking for a mark inside 50. Has a player just there, but no mark taken. Now Teacher Gully trying to rebound it in their own respect. Pitt smothered. The pressure unreal from Sacred Heart, not letting them breathe, not letting them have any inch of the ball. Teacher Gully eventually do get the ball back, but after a smother, but it's going to be a little bit of another inside 50 situation here. Over the top to West. West, mark paid. Plays on quickly, looking for a pass, and does find a pass finds his teammate in Martin. 25 metres out. Bit of an angle this time, but West taking the mark on the 50-metre line. Usually would go back and kick it. Maybe didn't have the confidence this time because Wade's been kicking it, but done well still to have the composure to go back and find a teammate in Martin, who knows how to find the goals himself. 16 goals this season, equal 5th in the Adelaide Footy League. 3 players in the top 5 for Teacher Gully, and this is one of them in Tyler Martin. He's also the vice captain, so we'll want a leadership goal here. A big goal from one of their leaders might go a long way for them to get back into this one. But once again, the kicking from Teacher Gully, missing everything. Oh, he paid it a point. He paid it behind, but nonetheless, it was very much not a very good kick. So, very unfortunate for Teacher Gully today. Their kicking has not been to the level required to beat a team like Shock. Still a quarter and a bit of action to go, but the margin extending this quarter only for Teacher Gully to keep missing is not looking good for them. As we wait to get the ball back again over the fence. Takes some time sometimes, but thanks to Dartfish, our main sponsor for today's match, as Sakura get the ball back, and they've got 2 coast-to-coast goals this quarter, so one or another. We'll see how they go from this kick-in. It's going to be a very interesting one. Plays on, kicks it down the line. Noble's in front, couldn't get his second hand out to get the mark. The ball's still alive for them. Looking to get it forward, is nearly wrapped up, but does go forward eventually. On the wing, punched over the top is Adam Machota. A defensive punch there, causing a stoppage right in front of the Sacred Heart bench. They'll have the best view of this one. Now Machota gets a clearance. Just inside 50, but a long ball. Nice mark between 2 defenders. Was Hume. Bailey Hume had a good third quarter. Long kick. Nearly makes the distance. Going to fall just short. Can they take a mark? West is there. And he gets that goal that he's been looking for all game. West with his first after 0-4 and an hour and a full. Finally finding a goal, and it's definitely the goal that I kind of mentioned earlier, that him needing just to gain some confidence. The ball falls to him in the goal square all by himself, just spins around and kicks the goal from 1 centimetre out, which is not going to be tricky for him even on a day like today, but a much needed goal for him and much needed goal for Teacher Gully just to gain his confidence. Hopefully gets his confidence up with knowing he can kick goals, but also a little bit of confidence for Teacher Gully kicking their second goal of the game, their first since the first quarter. So a much needed goal for them, and a goal they really need to start their way back into this game. 40 points the margin here in the third quarter. The ball back in the middle now, looking to get out of there, but it's going to be a repeat stoppage most likely. Holding the ball calls the umpire, so somehow Sora holding a ball in that situation, plus an extra 25, maybe an extra 50s, 2 25s. We'll have a look where he stops. Extra 25 there, I think it was for a descent. Just chat back to the umpire. It was a 50 metre, so 2 25s brings him to a goal scoring position here. Coming in now is Asprey. Sprays it wide, so couldn't make the most of even a 50 metre penalty as Teacher Gully today, adding another behind to their tally. But a big costly mistake. When you're leading by this much, you don't need to do this in discipline actions. Fox has run a long way to help out and was free for a long time, was calling for it. Instead they go through the guts, and a beautiful mark by Smith. Smith now turns around quickly, looking down the field. Now he goes towards Fox direction. Spins out of trouble and goes long down the line. Beautiful kick and nice mark there by Kakuro. Looking up the field, has a few options, a lot of players wanting it. Their chemistry's been top today, finding teammates whenever they want. This time they go towards goal square. Long kick, big fly, punch over the top towards the boundary line. Going to be tackled over the line. Yes. Stoppage now, boundary throw in. Sacred Heart's attack. Straight out the ruck, Penny takes it, handballs it to the running Bredden. Bredden to the wing, West is there, 2-on-1. Noble in front, beautifully taken mark. Noble mark down on the wing in front of West. Important mark to get the ball back towards their goals. Over the top, looking to go backwards or go forward from Fox. Fox looking for a mark inside the 50, to the pocket, no one's there, but it takes a bounce for a boundary throw in. Long kick now. Nice mark again by Noble. Very slim it earlier, just on the wing. Noble finding the ball, finding a big mark. Looking to take it forward now. In front is the Gully defender, just taking an easy chest mark. Set up nicely is behind the ball is Noble, is Sacred Heart. I just saw Noble sprinting to try and get behind on West or on Robinson there, but didn't get there in time, but still had enough time to put the pressure on as they do cause a turnover now. Handballs it straight to Moore, who's tackled quickly. The ball's still alive and still in possession of Sacred Heart, who's finding the possession wherever they want. Fox does well again to spin out, to get it, kick away, and finds a mark inside 50. Kakuro with that mark, but it was the good work up the field, all the midfielders getting involved, linking handballs, finding each other, finding their teammates in space to create that kick inside 50, which will now result in a shot at goal. Kick coming in now. Umpire doesn't move a muscle, straight over his head. Sometimes you see the umpire moving left and right a little bit, trying to track the ball. He didn't need to on that occasion, was as still as a statue as it went over his head for a goal to Sacred Heart and another goal to Kakuro, second for the match. Three goals to one in this third quarter means that they've extended their lead even further from the 39 points that it was at half time. Third quarter here, Premiership quarter, and Shocker well on top. But still running and still getting the smothers as Sacred Heart. Their pressure is still on top, not letting any of their teammates, any of the opposition get any space with their tackles, their smothers. The pressure they're showing. Rankin now over the top. The defence there to clean up. Trying to get it out of there. A dribbling kick forward to no one in particular. Set up nicely behind the ball. Shock to get the ball forward. Handballs it nicely to his teammate in Karish. Karish now. The ball finds its way to Darcy Gluas, who goes forward. Inside 50 for him, he's had a few of them. Bobbling around, McCullis there. There's a bit of a foot race as the defence sprints first. Nearly towards the boundary line. Snapped around the body to no one, and it is McDermott who gets inside 50 this time. Right to the goal square and marked nicely by Gully just to relieve the pressure on the last line of defence. Chipping it out of defence now. Goes very wide towards Hyde. Down the line is in front and is Noble again. Every time they go down the wing, Noble's there to intercept it or mark it. He's done very well. Noble going a long way of winning those Archie songs. Gully get the forward 50 now through Bredden into the pocket. Good tackle, but caught high. Desperately trying to get the ball back. Caught high. Played on advantage now. Down the wing. Henry McAuliffe there on the wing. Does well to collect it to Karish. Karish using composure just to find his teammates in a better position. Spins out of trouble. Kakuro down the wing. Over the top. Nice mark there by Gully. Teacher Gully now down the wing. Not the most cleanest, but progressing it nonetheless. Through Latham into the 50. West is there. Big fly, no mark. Segra Hart done well to mop it up. 1-on-1 on the wing. The ball falls short. Uses body well. Uses footy smarts well. Quick footwork to get around his opponent. Hartshorn sells the candy. Goes long into the 50. But again, no one in particular. And Teacher Gully are there to sweep it up through Penny. With a big quick kick to the wing. Asprey now inside the 50. One hand, Latham couldn't mark it. The ball's still alive. Big tackles flying. And Shock again do well to clean it up. Touched off the boot, play on. More. Gets tackled, play on again. And now eventually the umpire said he'll wrap it up, he'll sort it out. It's a stoppage. Just on the 50-metre line for Teacher Gully's attack. The ball going to return into play now through a boundaries throw in. Olsen goes backwards to go forwards, but the handball to no one in particular and nicely collected by Lorb. And there's the siren, so 3/4 time here at Pertaringa Oval means that the visitors here today, Sacra, extended their lead in that quarter to 55 points, I believe, if my maths is correct. But a big lead here, 2-11-23, played 10-8-68. We saw Teacher Gully have quite a few shots that quarter, just couldn't make the most of it, missing a few out in the falls as well, so not really helping them. West with a few of them, Latham as well, some of their big goal kickers just missing when it counts the most. But we'll come back with the fourth quarter action here at Pertaringa Oval for Adelaide Footy League and Dartfish.
Five. 45-point difference.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here in the Adelaide Footy League. 45 points the margin to Sacred Heart. The away team here well on top as we go into this fourth quarter. Gully had a few moments in the third quarter they were dominating, but just couldn't hit the scoreboard where it counted, missing a lot and the full lot. As Shockret, well, off to a quick start, straight through the middle. Still doing the introduction for the fourth quarter. Sacred Heart score that one quickly. And a very nice goal there. A very nice goal there. We'll see who that is in a second, but well done by them. A quick start, just extend their lead over that 55-point margin. And it's another one for Henry McAuliffe there, his second for the match. Gully 45 points down, three-quarter time, concedes straight away, makes it over that 50-point margin, and really is Sacred Heart's game now, just to extend the lead as much as they can, take as much percentage as they can. Sitting on second on the ladder, they'll keep that spot today, no matter the results. The kick forward now by Gully over the top, dribbles past most people, but collected nicely by Darcy Gluas, who spins around and passes it to Brune. Brune towards the wing. Nice mark, Fox. Fox spins around, looks up the field. Noble's there asking for it, a few others. He goes past all of them, bounces towards the 50-metre line, goes over for a boundary throw-in. Goes over both ruckmen, dribbles past all of them, and now nicely picked up by Kerish, who has a shot and scores as well. Kerish with his first of the afternoon, and a very nice goal there. The boundary throw-in going over both ruckmen's head. Kerish was there, read the fly of the ball nicely, picked it up and finished truly. Kerish, of course, one of the top midfielders here in the Adelaide Footy League and for Sacred Heart, finding goal of his own. Always handy when the midfielders sneak up forward, find a shot at goal and scoring, getting on the scoreboard. Back in the middle. As the ball now find Noble again. Noble's got a lot of it today. Quick kick, 2-on-1, but the punch not the best, so it does give Sacred Heart the opportunity to get the numbers back, get the numbers forward I should say, and get in a better position to get the ball forward. Stoppage now just on the edge of the court, the centre square. Towards the 50-metre line. Shock find a little bit of a room to move, but the kick comes away through Asprey. Over the top towards the wing. Smith does well to use his strength to get the players away from the ball. Gluas is there as well. Robinson picks it up nicely. Goes to Cansdale. Cansdale using his speed, using his pace. Inside 50. One-on-one. Over the top, Latham does well to use his body. Gets underneath it and finishes it nicely. Is Latham. And the cheers from the crowd. Hopefully they're not too much sarcastic cheers from their own supporters, but it is Latham who extends the lead, extends the his goal tally for the season, I should say. They're not leading here, but gets another goal today and getting his 20th for the season is Brody Latham. That was better from Gully. They needed to do that a lot more often earlier in the match. Finding the ball through Robinson to Cansdale using his pace And then a one-on-one situation, Latham is always likely to win those ones. Very tricky player. Didn't take the mark. Usually he doesn't because he is the shorter player in a lot of situations, but used his body well, got the kick away. And there's another clearance from Teacher Gully towards Robinson from Penny. Robinson with the free kick advantage. Olsen into the 50. Latham again not taking the mark, but using his body well, using his trickiness. Runs into a goal, but misses to the right. Could have kept running, had room to run, but had the shot, had the confidence, this time not converting it truly. From the kick in now, let's see what Sacred Heart can do. Towards the wing, 2-on-1. But he goes over the top of all of them. Pitt done well. Snaps it towards the wing. Free kick for Teacher Gully on the wing. Chips it again. The chip's been working a little bit, finding Machota. Machota towards Penny. Collects it nicely. Good mark, spins around inside 50. There's a few options for him making runs. Instead he just goes for goal, I think. Big high kick right into the goal square. To no one in particular. Latham's there as well. Robinson trying to collect it. Trying to get the kick away, but Sacred Heart do well to clean it up with their handballs, their running play. Moore collects it. Now running down the side, running down the wing. Over the top again of everyone. Machota's there, the pressure's on. Pressure's on immediately, does well to get the kick away, but to no one in particular, and intercepted nicely. Spun in a tackle, and it's going to be a stoppage right on the wing. On the far wing from where we are now. Fourth quarter footy in the Adelaide Footy League, thanks to Dartfish, bringing all the stats for this game after the match. 3-12-30 plays 12-8-80. 50 points exactly the margin here at Potteringa Oval. A big away victory on the cards, fourth shock. No matter where Teacher Gully are playing on the ladder or if they're in form or not, it's always a hard place to come here, Potteringa Oval, and Shock have shown their professionalism. Come here, got the job done as they look for another one. The shot from about 45 dribbles, just left. Olsen now, running hard from midfield to help out in defence with a mark. Overlapping kick from the player that got the kick in. And a free kick. Relieving pressure free kick for Teacher Gully, who look to progress it down the wing. He goes in that direction to Cansdell. Cansdell does well, spins around. Thought of going through the guts, instead went down the line. Smith in front, just couldn't collect it, but done well to keep the ball live. There he is again. Breden's the one that makes advantage of his handball though. Looks to go back to Cansdell, missing the handball, but Machota's trying his best. Smith again getting involved. Goes forward, but intercepted by Heffernan. Heffernan been busy in defence, had a lot to do. Tries to take on the player of the mark, gets the handball away just in time. Handballs it to Penny, and then White, and then Olsen. Olsen goes wide. Nicely collected by Breden, who was on this wing, now the other. But his kick again, not the best, not finding anyone. Straight to Darcy Gluas in defence. That's twice now Breden had possession. One time handballed it to the opposition, this time kicks it to them, so that's not helped them in any way, not just him but a lot of the players just turning it over a bit too easily. Teacher Gully and Sacred Heart really making them pay. The kick now was hot and he got punched over from the back, but no mark as they're tackled and wrapped up. The umpire will sort it out right near the boundary line, just outside the 50 metres for Sacred Heart's attack. Bit of an arm wrestle on the far wing. Sacred Heart win that one as they get the kick inside 50. Dribbling kick, so no mark. A big tackle, holding the ball. No, says the umpire. He'll sort it out instead. We'll ball it up inside the 50 this time. Tapped wide towards McDermott. Again wrapped up, another big tackling situation occurring. It's going to be another stoppage. About 11 minutes played in this fourth quarter. Interesting game so far. Very close in the first quarter, but since then it's been all Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart again having a shot at goal here. Just wide. Could hear his frustration from here. Not happy with that one, but it is a behind on his for him. Really just trying to pile on the goals now, Sacred Heart. They've got this game wrapped up. They've got the 2 points. Just trying to build on the percentage and keep their foot on the throat, I'd say, of Teacher Gully. Teacher Gully, however, not a good day for them. They've missed a lot. 3 goals, 12 behinds. It's going to be very hard to beat any team, let alone the team sitting second on the ladder with that. They do go forward this time through Robinson. Robinson on the end of this one. Collects it nicely. Keeps it in. Nicely done there. Clean play. Finding his teammate in Braden. Braden thinking about having a shot, instead hits it to the goal square. Can they take a mark here? Ball bounces. Ball looking to get the kick away is Teacher Gully, but it's nicely cleaned up again by Sacred Heart. They've been very well in defence, very composed back there, not letting him get easy shots. No mark on the far wing, but they've got teammates to help. Handballing it to someone in a better position now as they look to progress, but Teacher Gully steal it and kick it along themselves, but to no one in particular. And there's about 3 of them there that could have marked it. Sat nicely behind the ball, read the play well. And again, not letting Teacher Gully get into those dangerous positions with much ease at all. On the wing now, there's been a few stoppages in a row. A lot of congestion, both teams not wanting to give away the clearance. Forward by Olsen into the 50, 2-on-1, no mark taken. West is there, can he get to it? The defence helps out now and gets the ball away from the dangerous areas. Breaks a tackle from the Sacred Heart player, now goes through the middle of the ground. Noble finding his teammate. Long toward Hartshorn, unlucky bounce for him. Fox is there to try and put the pressure on, but Machado does well. Over the top, back with a punch. And now Lorb through the middle of the ground. Finding Fox. Fox, centering kick. Looking for his teammate. Nice kick and nice mark by Kakuro. Good teamwork there, good vision. Could have blazed away and had a shot maybe himself, but instead saw his teammate in a better position. Centering ball, and why not pass to Kakuro? 2 goals this game, 2 goals last time they versed Teacher Gully. Looking to add a 3rd this time. From about 40 metres out, not too much of an angle. Coming in now. Straight off the boot, didn't look like it was going too straight, and it wasn't. To the left, it is another behind to Sacred Heart. 12-11-83. 3-12-30 for the home team, Teacher Gully. About 16 minutes played in this game. Noble again with a nice mark in the defensive half of the ground. He's been everywhere this game. Kicks it out wide, just intercepted. Down the line again, this time free kick for West. West looking up the field, not too much movement, and decides to go into the pocket. Looking for a mark over the top, just couldn't take it. Trying to get possession of it, Teacher Gully to have another inside 50, but the congestion is there now. Players going back to help, and a stoppage. 53 points the margin in this fourth quarter. Very professionally done by Sacred Heart to get the victory here. Just a matter of how much now as they look to go home with the victory. Through the middle of the ground they go, finding Fox, who goes into the forward line himself. Fox takes a bounce, looking to take another one bounce, looking for a third, instead handles it over the top of his teammates unselfishly for Alex Carlotta to kick another goal. And very well done there by Fox. Did all the running, took 2 bounces into the 50, and when the time came, handballed it to his teammate in a better position. Carlotta with his second. A lot of multiple goal kickers. Kakura with 2, McDermott with 2, Fox with 2, McCauliffe with 2, and Carlotta with 2. So a lot of 2 goal kickers, and that kind of sums up their goal kicking in general this season. Their top goal scorer having 16 goals, Carlotta 16, Fox 11 and LaCornu 11, so not real one big standout goal kicker. They really share the load. Even last game against Prince Alfred College, Carlotta got 3 goals, McAuliffe 3, Fox 2, the other McAuliffe 2 and more 2. So again, a real spread of goal kickers. 5 players kicking 2 goals or more, so that just shows how they share it around the forward line. They don't focus on one particular person. If someone's having a bad scoring day or missing a lot, they don't have to go to him. They have other options, and really sums up why their second ladder really spread out their goal kickers. Teach Gully now go forward. Takes the mark in front of the defender is Hume. Hume from about 50 going back, looks confident to kick it. Lining up from, about 50 metres out. Not too much of an angle coming in now. Always looked like he wanted to kick it. He does get his chance now. Kicks it nicely, just doesn't make the distance, falls just short. But still, Latham thought he got a quick away to steal it, but it was already over the line, said the umpire. So behind for Teacher Gully. Almost sums up their day in terms of getting behinds when they should have got goals, and the other way around, but unlucky for him and just a behind on this occasion. Sacred Heart bring it back in onto the wing. Nice body work, but couldn't take the mark from Heffernan. But still keeps possession to Teacher Gully. Running down the wing, takes a bounce. Kicks it into the forward 50. Smith was in front, could have took an easy uncontested mark. Just drops the mark, and because of that, Latham spins around, snaps the goal. And again, a few cheers from the crowd. But Latham, always busy, always bustling. Does get another goal for him, but dribbles through with a snap while getting tackled. Just shows how tricky he can be. As soon as the ball hits the ground, it's very dangerous. Reducing the margin a little bit. Ball finding its way onto the wing now. as the clock ticks down. About 21, 22 minutes played. Laub chips kicks towards Moore. Moore goes wide. And now through the wide passage, they find a mark inside 50, but very much on a tight angle. McAuliffe looking to add his third. From about 40 metres out, very tight angle. This shot comes in now. And he gets it. Very nice goal there from Henry McAuliffe. Gets his third. About 35-40 metres out. Right on the tightest angle you can imagine. Scores it. And gets back that goal that they just conceded to Gully. Straight through the middle now. They look to go inside 50 again. It does find its way there. Olsen does well to get the ball to one of his players, but sitting behind it is Noble. He's done that so many times all game. Reads the ball well and kicks it well as well, finding Fox. Fox with the shot, just wide. Very good game from both those two players involved, Fox and Noble, really putting their hands up to win the Archie Songs today for the best player in this match. The best prize in footy, I call them the Archie Songs. Plays on from the kick in, gets around the player of the mark, now goes long towards the wing. Over the top, nearly takes the mark, not quite, would have been a fantastic mark. Teacher Gully, thanks to that, go forward, but nicely smothered and very, very nice tackle. Even when they're winning by this margin and late in the fourth, still putting on the pressure, still putting on the smothers. That kick coming now long, mark behind the ball. Intercept mark, they've done so many of them this game. Again, thanks to Dartfish, we'll have a look at the stats when they come out in terms of intercept marks. "25-metre penalty for Shock after that incident. Long down the line, Latham's far from home trying to help out in defence. Done well there, was Payne, who goes into the pocket. Carlotta with a big mark. Carlotta marking that one inside the 50, about 40 metres out. Quite a bit of an angle. He's already got two, lining up for his third. Coming in now, looks confident. Kicks it big, kicks it nice and true. Just didn't make the distance, but there's Noble again marking it. Once again, he's taken so many marks this game, and why not on the last line of the attack for them. Coming in now to kick another goal. Noble with that one. Just waiting for the ball to get back into the middle, but Noble just sealing that one with a big mark on the last line of the forward line. And straight back into the ruck. Very hard working. Noble helps out wherever is needed, sits behind the ball. If they need to go forward, he goes forward, and right now he's back into the middle to do another ruck contest. Teacher Gully handballing it wide, finding Olsen. He's probably been the best for Teacher Gully today. Free kick for down the line for Teacher Gully, so push on Olsen as he kicked it, I believe. And now Teacher Gully look to go forward and set to their own 50. Pitt calling for about on the 50-metre line, looks to go deeper than him though. Into the pocket, good run, good catch by Hyde. Hyde in their best last week, plays on quickly, has a shot, didn't give himself too much time to think about it, and because of that scored a very nice goal and a very accurate goal. They needed more of that throughout the match. Teacher Gully would have helped them win or get closer to winning, but this time from a very tight angle, played on quickly and had a very nice goal. Hyde 2 goals last week, so he gets 1 now. Looking at their goals from last week, West got 5 last week, and this week, as I've been mentioning, 1 goal, 4 and down the full, so definitely not having his shooting boots on today cost Teacher Gully a great deal. They've had a lot of shots on goal, but 13 behinds is always going to be tricky to win any game. Big tackle, Cold in the back, hopefully he's alright. Tape with a big collision there. He got hurt earlier in the game as well. He's back to his feet now. Hopefully he's okay to take it. Coming off for a bit of a rest, I think. We might not see him again. Give him a bit of rest. He's had 2 issues today, so the ball does go to Hyde. Hyde finds Latham in the pocket. Latham also been up there for one of Teacher Gully's best, along with Olsen. Marking in the pocket. He's got 2 ready this game. Kicked 3 last week. And kicked 2 last time they played Sacred Heart. He can definitely get it from here. He nearly makes the distance. Good accuracy though, but punched over for a rush behind. About 29 minutes played, so definitely not too much time left in this match. Sacred Heart will be happy coming here away from home. A long drive for them to come here and take the 2 points. Very professional victory for them, and there's the siren confirming the result we've known for quite a while now. Sacred Heart win this one at Pertaringa Oval, securing the 2 points. As I was just saying, a very professional performance from them. Not an easy place to come, Teacher Gully. They always up and about, no matter where they are on the ladder when they're at home. But come here, get the job done. 6 goals to 0 second quarter really summed up their action, as well as kept improving, kept scoring on them from 5 goals this quarter as well, and 3 in the third. So scoring heavily when they go forward. Teacher Gully, on the other hand, they'll be disappointed with today. Came here and had a good first quarter, matching them at the start. Even the start of the second quarter was quite good from Teacher Gully, despite them going on to lose 6 goals to nothing in that second quarter. But 5 goals 14 will never win any match of footy, let alone one against the second on the ladder. So Teacher Gully will be disappointed. Looking at some of the best players for Teacher Gully, we'll start with, I think Olsen was probably the best for Teacher Gully in a losing effort. Latham was good. Hazelhurst always tries hard, and I liked Cansdall as well. He ran hard all along the wing.
So who gets the prize?
I think Noble, yeah, 16.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Double check.
No, easy, sounds good. So yeah, just confirming there with the umpire who they thought were the best. They think it might have been Noble. We'll see who we give it to. Of course, check the Between the Post show for that. But Noble was very good for Sacred Heart, and looking at some of the others, they had a lot of good players all around. Fox I really enjoyed, as well as Carlotto is always good in the forward line, and some of the defenders deserve some credit as well. Simmons, Rankin, as well as Brinkworth as well. I liked in defence. But that sums up today's match here at Pertaringa Oval. A good performance and a big victory for Sacred Heart. Thanks again to all our sponsors and thanks again to all the viewers watching. We'll wrap it up for now, but we'll be back next week. All Div 1 games live streamed, all A-grade Div 1 games live streamed on Filming Footy thanks to Dartfish. So come out, check out the games. Every game is on there live from the start. And thanks again for watching and have a good rest of your evening.